In this video, I'm going to teach you the easiest, clearest way to add, subtract, multiply, and divide fractions so you can finally solve any fraction problem. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Teacher Cly and today is a day we make fraction easy. Let's start with the definition. Imagine this is a whole pizza. One full pizza. Now, if I cut this pizza into equal sizes, it's gonna be look like this. We have now 4 pieces. Each pieces is a part of a whole, and this right here is what a fraction represents, a part of a whole. A fraction has two parts. It has a numerator and a denominator. A numerator, the top number, is called the numerator. This tells us how many parts that you have. The bottom number, that is the denominator. This tells us how many equal parts the whole pizza is divided into. If I take one slices, let's say, if I take one slices of the pizza, this read as 1/4 or 1/4. It's gonna be like this. This is the numerator and this is the denominator. This is the slices that I have, and this is the slices of the whole pizza. Let me give you another example. Suppose you have a chocolate bar sliced into 5 equal pieces. If you take 3 pieces, you have 3/5. You slice the chocolate into 5 pieces and you have 3 of them. It's gonna be 3/5 or 3 out of 5. This is how fraction works. They simply tell us how many pieces you have out of the total equal pieces something was cut into. This is the main definition of a fraction. A fraction is a way to show parts of a whole, like the example of the pizza that was cut into 4 slices and I have one of it. It's gonna be look like this. 1/4. The one, you have one part, and the number 4, or the denominator, is the pizza was cut into 4 equal parts. So, before we started, why fraction exists? A fraction let us talk about things that are not whole numbers. Example, half of a cake, 2/3 of a cup of the sugar, 3/4 of a meter, 1.5 hours, which is 1.5 of a fraction form. So that's why fraction exists. Now I'm going to teach you how to multiply a fraction. Multiplying a fraction is the easiest operation. You just multiply straight across. Numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. So let's multiply. Let's say A over B multiply by C over D. We're just going to multiply A, C to D. Numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. That's how we say it. For example, 2/3 multiplied by 4. If you just multiply the numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. So 2 times 4 is 8, and 3 multiplied by 5 is 15. That's the answer. Let's give another example. So 1/2 multiplied by 3/4. 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 4 is 8. So it should be. That's how easy to multiply a fraction. See? No need for same denominators, just multiply straight across. Now let's move on this adding fraction. This one is different. When adding fraction, the denominator must be the same. For example, 2 over 7 plus 3 over 7. Same denominator. If they have the same denominator, good, keep it. Just add the numerator. Just copy the denominator and add the numerator, which is 5. That's 5 over 7. What would happen? What would happen if the denominator are different? Different denominators. We cannot add them yet. We must make them the same using the LCM or least common multiple. For example, 1/4 plus 1/6. They have different denominators. We cannot add them yet. We're gonna find the LCM of 4 and 6. Now, to make 1/4, to make this 4 a 12, we need to multiply it by 3. So we need to multiply this fraction by 3. So it's gonna be like this. 3 over 12 plus, to make 6 12, we need to multiply it by 2. So multiply this fraction into 2. So 2 over 12. Now, now that they have the same denominator, we can add them. So just 5 over 12. And that's the answer. Just remember, same denominator before adding. That is the rule in adding fraction. Now let's move on to subtracting fraction. Subtracting works exactly like adding. Make the denominator equal first. Example, 5 over 8 minus 1/4. Denominator is not the same. Make them equal. The LCM or the least common multiple is 8. Now, this denominator of the first fraction is already 8. So just copy it. Minus, to make this 8, the LCM is 8. I forgot to write that. So, to make 1/4, to make the 4, the denominator in the second fraction, 8, we need to multiply it by 2. So, multiply this fraction by 2. So, 2 over 8. Now that they have the same denominator, we can now finally subtract them. So, just subtract 5 minus 2 and 8. Just copy the denominator. That's it. 5 4. Now, let's try to divide fraction. There is a rule in dividing fraction. But if change and keep doing. Now, to better understand this, I'm gonna give you an example. 4 divided by 2. Now, step 1 is to keep the 3/4. The second step is change. Change division, change division into multiplication. You just need to change division to multiplication. Now, the second rule is flip. Flip this fraction. It's going to be 5/2. And remember, the rule in multiplication, you just multiply straight. A multiplied by C, B multiplied by D. Numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. So, just need to multiply this. That's 15 and 8. This is the answer. That's the whole secret. If change and flip. Now I'm gonna give you extra reminders as a teacher. Always simplify your final answer. If both numbers can be divided by the same number, simplify. For example, 6/12, 6/12 can be divided by 6. Both of them can be divided by 6. So if you divide 6 by 6, it's gonna be 1. And 6 by 12, it's gonna be 2. So this is the simplest form of 6/12. 1/2. They are the same. Second tip is fraction must have equal denominators for addition and subtraction. Multiply across only for multiplication and division. Now, if you encounter mixed numbers, convert to improper fraction first. Let's say, what if you have this and this is an example of improper fraction or mixed numbers. Now, you just need to convert it into improper fraction. It is going to be multiply, multiply, then add. Copy the denominator, multiply this. 3 times 1 is 3. That's 4 plus 10. That's it. In summary, multiplying top multiplied by top, then bottom multiplied by bottom. In adding, same denominator, add numerator. If they don't have the same denominator, find the LCM. Same and the subtracting. Same denominator, subtract numerator. In dividing, always remember the flip, change, and flip goal. And finally, always simplify your fraction. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching.